Hi everybody. So, we're going to talk about meat times today. And so far my dogs have been good all day, so hopefully they don't pop off because I'm talking to you. But I wanted to talk about meat times because a lot of people will tell you if it has meat, it's meat times. Like there's just one standard time. Or if you're canning a soup or something, well, you need to can it for the ingredient that takes the longest amount of time. None of those things are true. Times are based on the density of your product, the density of what you put in the jar, not on the ingredient. So just because something is meat does not put it at 75 and 90 minutes. If you have a packed jar of meat, like this right here, or your hamburger, or your beef, or a packed jar of sausage, that's going to take longer because it needs to get into the center of this packed jar of meat. I forgot a jar. Oh, stretch. Holy cow. You can't see into that one too well, but these are chicken legs. And I just hit this jar on the door. I'm surprised it didn't break. So, and it has different times. So where was I? So density. So you wouldn't want to take broth because it's a meat product, and a lot of people believe a meat product has to be canned for 75 and 90 minutes. Hey. Don't come in wrestling. No, go outside. Not in the kitchen. You know better. Hey! Go lay down. Sorry. They all came in rowdy. I knew it would happen. So, you wouldn't want to take a liquid and can it for the same amount of time that you can a jar of packed meat. That's over processing, and it's going to taste different. Do your 20 minutes, try one at 75. You're going to notice a difference in your product, especially with soups and stuff. Soups. This is soup, and yes, that has noodles in it. Soups are 60 minutes. Broths are 20 minutes and 25 minutes, pints and quarts. Soups are 60 minutes for quarts. 60 minutes for pints, 75 minutes for quarts. When you have that much liquid, you fill your jar halfway with solids and the rest liquids. I mean, most people, your soup isn't going to be, this isn't soup. You're not going to make your soup like that. Even if you're putting raw vegetables, which I will blanch mine just to get some shrinkage out, they're going to shrink in there. And you're going to have a lot of liquid. This is my jambalaya. I do it for 60 minutes pints, 75 minutes quarts. It's not dense. It's in here boiling in that liquid. This is chicken legs. I don't know if you can see. Can you see those in there? Chicken legs. Those are 65 minutes pints, 75 minutes quarts, because the bone gets hot in the center. So it's cooking from the center of the chicken and the outside of the chicken, so it's less time. You can look up all of these times on the National Canning website. So If you're making a soup and it has meat and beans in it, it's still 60 minutes pints, 75 minutes quarts. Over processing makes a world of difference in your end product. I did have somebody say their meat was dry. I've never had my meat dry unless it's like a already cooked turkey, and you can it without broth or something. That's the only thing I've ever had that seemed a little dry to me. You never want to use extra lean cuts of meat in your canning, in my opinion. But so I don't know. I've not had that. Meats also will be softer, just like what you buy in the store. You're never going to have the same texture as fresh. You're going to have a similar texture as store-bought canned meats, like taco meat that I did. It's going to be comparable to the meat you get in Taco Bell tacos, in my opinion, or your stews. It's going to be probably higher quality than Dinty Moore, but it's going to be soft. Now, a lot of your store-bought canned foods are mixed with TVP. But I just wanted to talk about that because I think there's a lot of over processing in canning and a lot of bickering. I have people that will come at me and say, that has to be 75 minutes or 90 minutes. It has meat. No, that's not accurate times, not even according to the National Canning website. And I think where that got started is when people question, like if you get on the computer and you put in a question and you say, how long do I can meat? How long to can meat? You're going to get the standard answer for a packed jar of meat. Now, if you ask the question more precise as how long do I can soup with meat, you will get the 60 minutes or 75 for a quart. So it's all in how you ask the question, especially if you're using the internet. If you're not precise, you're going to get the standard packed meat answer. So liquids are 20 minutes pints, 25 quarts. Packed meats are 75 minutes pints, 90 minutes quarts. Bone-in meats are 65-minute pints, 75-minute quarts. Soups are 60 minutes pints, 75 minutes quarts. And then you all have seen my deviled chicken recipe that is a half a pint, and I do those for 55 minutes. So I just wanted to clarify that times are not based on the ingredient, it's based on the density of the product. So even if you were doing your own soup, you wouldn't do it for, say, potatoes are in there, they're like 40 minutes or whatever. You want to be accurate in what you're doing. And the soup times include if they have beans and meat. It would still be 60 minutes pints, 75 minutes quarts. So keep in mind it's about your density, not the ingredient. That's the misnomer. Also, like with my chicken noodle soup, it's not recommended. It's not due to safety issues. It's due to the fact that usually the noodle just won't be palatable in most recipes. I found a noodle that works. I don't use that many noodles, and they hold up great. This is from November. Still got noodles. My husband loves it. So I just wanted to explain the meat times. Those times can be verified on the national website for preserving foods. You can look it up yourself. So don't over process your foods. You might have a better product that you enjoy more. And if you have any questions, post them down below. Don't come for me. So I hope you all are doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy. It's very humid here today. Might or might not rain, you never know. And I will see you in the next video.